Welcome to today's competition. Get ready for a fun-filled moment. The gentleman smiled as he left Annie, but deep down, Jack was already ready for the competition, just pretending not to care. Next day, the three kept to themselves in the villa, as if following an agreement, yet avoiding all contact was nearly impossible. Annie couldn't resist her hunger and went to the kitchen, discovering the delicious mix Jack had prepared. She couldn't resist her curiosity and took a bite, which unintentionally sparked reflections on Jack's teachings. Even though Jack wanted to go home, he couldn't find a reason. Unable to sleep at night, Annie decided to grab a cup of coffee in the kitchen. At that moment, Jack was also awake. They no longer cared about their previous misunderstandings, and Jack served Annie a bowl of soup to help her sleep. Annie apologized for her harsh words earlier and explained that her culinary career had faced a rough patch. She wanted to shine in this upcoming cooking competition, even without Jack's previous provocation. She felt she had to win. Annie yearns to impress critics with new dishes and regain lost glory, revealing her food obsession. She sincerely apologized for her unreasonable actions earlier, subtly changing the dynamics of their relationship. As they communicated more, they gradually developed special feelings, though no one noticed the change until their male colleague showed up. Her charming competitor boldly expressed his feelings for Annie, leaving Jack feeling quite awkward. Anna's daughter witnessed it all, and couldn't help but exclaim about the great food. Meanwhile, Jack silently felt the pangs of jealousy. When she agreed to go out with the handsome guy, Jack inexplicably felt a wave of jealousy arising. Though Jack didn't want to admit it, he completely lost to Annie's deliciousness, his courage fading instantly. To keep his spirits up, Annie decided to lend a hand. "Hey chef, let's chat." After 2 hours of effort, Jack taught Annie how to ride a bike, and they laughed all the way, forgetting their work. When they reached the town, it was almost dark. Jack calmly explained each ingredient to Annie. Anna's writer's block slowly lifted, while Jack began to get to know her better over the days. Anna's daughter left her phone behind due to weak signals, gradually developing a strong interest in Jack's chef career. Unaware of the change in her feelings, Annie felt a sense of comfort as time passed between her and Jack. But when Jack's suitor appeared, Annie suddenly realized her feelings. To avoid misunderstandings, Annie cleverly took her daughter back to their room. Abby confidently stated, "You like Jack." Annie felt both helpless and amused. After nightly contemplation, Annie inevitably leaned towards Jack, their ordinary bond sparked with chemistry. Watching Jack play with her daughter, Annie felt conflicted, trying to balance this delicate emotional tug-of-war. She ultimately made the decision to secretly follow Jack, but during the movement, her clothes got caught on a branch, leaving her in an extremely awkward predicament. Seeing this, Jack rushed over with concern, yet she could only offer a wry smile and say, "I really just want to go to sleep." Misunderstandings between them piled up, leaving Jack perpetually in the "how do I explain this" mode. Annie quietly worried, while Jack has an irresistible knack for making her both laugh and cry. In any case, surprises always keep us laughing and crying. Can't wait for what's next. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, providing us with even more support. In this hilarious story, Anna's thoughts and feelings for Jack are quietly shifting. Many misunderstand their relationship, but Annie clearly can't turn back now. Feelings grew in her heart, yet there was an unspeakable bitterness. The next day, Jack came over, and they smiled while preparing for work together, laughter ringing out. Abby inquired, "Where are you going?" Jack teased, "It's a secret." Abby laughed, "The competition to win my mom's heart." 0 points. However, Jack wasn't planning to give up. He was getting more and more determined. He decided to join in this hilarious chase, completely oblivious to Annie. When Annie returned, she cautiously asked, "What did you two talk about?" Jack definitely felt awkward. His mind raced. How do I answer this? Annie remained unaware of his mood, happily continuing her work. The day's easy and fun. Yet Abby decided not to let Jack off the hook and help him win Anna's heart. Abby found Jack and inquired about his thoughts on Annie. Under the dim lights, Jack finally mustered up the courage to ask about his feelings. At that very moment, all the grievances were resolved, and they both shared knowing smiles with each other. Next come the sparks of love. Please stay tuned.